wasn't going to be easy after, having a stroke after 5 months. In fact, I don't think that's ever been done before in American political history before, actually. After that stroke, I got knocked down, but I got back up.
That was John Fetterman back on stage one day after debating Dr. Oz. He used his platform Wednesday night, not just to discuss his debate performance very openly and bravely, but also his opponent's unpopular policies and the fact that Oz has constantly capitalized on Fetterman's stroke as ammunition against him. Here are some highlights from the speech, a few more highlights.
Last night, Oz said that, and I want to get this right, quote, local political leaders should decide whether a woman should be able to get an abortion. Basically, kind of like Doug Mastriano. For some of the focus on some of the words that I miss, he really has to say that he had the worst line of that night. Pittsburgh always puts fries on everything, even on his crudités. But let me tell you, Dr. Oz has never let me ever forget having a stroke. What kind of doctor that has somebody that was sick wants to stay sick? If we don't do what we need to do, we're all going to have him for the next 6 years on that. Yeah. And it's another truth too. By January, I'm going to be feeling even better. But he will still be a fraud.
Despite speech issues during the debate with Dr. Oz, the debate was a clear, huge win for Fetterman. His campaign raised an unprecedented $2 million in less than 24 hours after the debate. Our campaign will put this money behind making sure as many Pennsylvania women as possible hear Dr. Oz's radical belief that, quote, local political leaders, close quote, should have a say in their personal health care decisions. I'm sorry, you're talking about people who are mentally defective and have speech problems. It's saying things like that are disgusting speech problems that really affect people's lives in substantive ways.
Yeah, because Tucker Carlson said that he was mentally defective. But Dr. Oz saying, hey, you know what? Tyrannical government leaders will decide what you're going to do with your body, women. Not men, but women. You're now property of the state. So that's actually defective. Now look, I watched the speech. He looked pretty good. It wasn't perfect, but a lot of good lines in there, and he looked solid, and he knew what he was talking about. And I loved a couple of lines in there. I got knocked down, but I got back up. Oh, I love that line. And he said afterwards, a lot of people in Pennsylvania have been knocked down, and they got back up. And so we got to do this together. Love that. And like he said, hey, I'm gonna be better in January, but he's still gonna be a fraud. Come on, those are great lines. A good stump speech here. Look, I don't think the debate went well. Let's keep it real. I'm glad he raised the money, right? But obviously he created issues. But I like that he got back up and did this speech the very next day and kind of killed it in the speech. And the crowd loved it. And so let's see how it turns out. But for me, it's a no-brainer. Right? I mean, you got a guy who's having some speech issues because he had a health condition, but obviously he knows exactly what he's talking about, right? So I don't see any issue there at all. And you got a guy who says, oh, maybe we don't have democracy. That's not a close contest. Obviously you should go with Fetterman.
And you got to support any candidate who paraphrases Chumbawamba in their speech. I get knocked down, but I get up again.
There you go, Chumbawamba for the win.
Thanks for watching The Young Turks, really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.